Well, hey there, guys, gals, and non-binary pals. It's a statue of Gormizer here to discuss everyone's favorite serpent stonemason. We're talking about Medusa. After an altercation with Athena, Medusa became the Gorgon that we all know and awkwardly avoid eye contact with. In Smite, she brings her mythical talents over to the Hunter role, turning gods to stone in the not blink of an eye. Most hunters in Smite focus primarily on their attack damage, with their abilities being a secondary focus that helps them in fights. Medusa is the perfect blend though, mixing both of her abilities and her attack damage to bring her to the front of the fight. While Medusa can be more ability focused than other hunters, her passive and first ability helps her in auto-attack boxing engagements against those that oppose her. Sidewinder showcases Medusa's scaly-taily and allows her to strafe from side to side without the typical movement penalty. On top of that, she only suffers half the movement penalty for moving backwards, all of this allowing her to retreat or dodge shots while in the middle of a fight. Medusa's first ability, Viper Shot, augments her basic attacks to shoot vipers. Yes, she shoots actual snakes at people, and that's frightening, but she shoots vipers at people that will poison her enemies alongside dealing extra damage on top of her basic attacks. This ability also gives her some extra attack speed, which lets you get the shots off faster than your opponent can, helping you win the trade. In conjunction with Sidewinder, Viper Shot can help you turn any boxing match in your favor, making your opponents quake with fear because, again, you're shooting literal snakes at them. Medusa's second ability, Acid Spray, gives Medusa the clear that she needs to stand her ground in lane. Medusa will hurl back and spit out acid, which goes forward in a line and damages the enemy first hit. The acid then sprays out in a cone behind the target, giving Medusa a wide area of effect for her acid to hit. With a long initial range, this ability lets you stay safe in farm lane without having to worry about putting yourself into a bad position. If you do find yourself in a bad position though, Medusa's third ability, Lacerate, can help you get out of trouble fast. Medusa quickly slithers forward, allowing this dash to take you far away from a fight gone wrong. Need to chase down your enemies? Not only can Lacerate help close the gap between you and your enemies, but the first enemy Medusa hits is also damaged and rooted in place. Medusa's slash is more than just damage though, as enemies will also suffer reduced healing for a short period of time after they're hit. Just remember, this ability is good for both engage and disengage, so read the fight carefully or you might find yourself without a dash. Finally, we have to look at Medusa's ultimate. And only at her ultimate and not her, because Petrify is exactly what you expect when you meet this Gorgon's gaze. Petrification. Medusa removes her mask, revealing her true face and delivering a powerful blast. Enemies that are caught looking directly at Medusa take damage and are stunned for a short duration. If they are not looking at Medusa, then they only take partial damage and they are slowed instead. To top it all off, if Medusa kills an enemy with Petrify, a statue is left in their place as a reminder to others of the power she brings. As an added bonus, Acid Spray can arc off of these statues, giving Medusa extra AoE potential in late-game teamfights. With a stronger focus on abilities, Medusa is able to outclear most opponents she finds. Focusing your levels on Acid Spray makes it easy to clear the wave early on, leaving you plenty of time to try and poke out your opponent. You're going to want to start the game off picking up Acid Spray, then depending on how aggressive your lane opponent is, you can put your second point into either Lacerate to stay safe or Viper Shot to get aggressive. Your third level should go into Acid Spray, and then at level 4 you should pick up whichever one you didn't get at level 2, either Lacerate or Viper Shot, in order to have all of your non-ultimate abilities online. Then at level 5, go ahead and level up Petrify and become a terrifying opponent to fight. After that, you'll want to focus on leveling up Petrify whenever you get the chance, then in order, Acid Spray, Viper Shot, and Lacerate. With powerful abilities, Medusa tends to build in a hybrid manner compared to other hunters, trying to fill the same role. While items like Atalanta's Bow, Chin Size, or Executioner can fit into her build to give her attack speed and penetration, Medusa can also pick up items like the Crusher or Heartseeker to make her abilities hit even harder, while items like Soul Eater or Aussie can give Medusa the healing that she needs in order to survive a fight. Mixing these items together is what gives Medusa her true strength, so don't be afraid to mix and match for what fits your style and the matchup. Early on, Medusa's clear is going to help you get control of the lane, so with Viper Shot and Lacerate, you can easily aggress into opponents and try to push your advantage. Medusa's peak in-game is actually around the mid-game, your 8 to 12 minute mark, So once you have your ultimate online, you'll be able to start taking fights and pressuring your opponents even more. Do be wary though, as Medusa's ability-based nature transitions better into team fights late game rather than one-on-one fights. Be ready to take advantage of your clear early on, but don't hesitate to fall back and be a team player when the time arises. As a hunter, you'll be one of the primary sources of physical damage for your team, so objectives and towers will be easily dealt with by you. You can also dominate team fights around those objectives thanks to your ultimate. Using it in conjunction with crowd control abilities from your front line will lock your opponents down, allowing you and your team to pick up kills easily. Just remember though, positioning is key, so step, or slither I guess, carefully as the game goes on. This Gorgon's gaze is deadly, and Medusa herself is bent on revenge against the gods. So go out there, make some fancy statues, we'll see you in the battlegrounds.